listening to Two Nerds and a Universe.
What's up, everybody? I'm Alex.
I'm Brandon.
And this is Two Nerds and a Universe, where we do in-depth discussion of all things nerdy and give you opinions nobody asked for.
We got some cool arguments today, I guess, at least discussions today, and we're going to come to a conclusion near the end of it. But before we get into that, here's a message from our sponsor.
This episode is brought to you by Leal Insurance Services. Guessing your auto, home, and business coverage is not a strategy. Get reliable coverage, clear guidance, and real support at lealinsurance.com. And now, back to nerdiness.
And welcome back, guys. Before we get started, I would like to talk a little bit about Entertainment Weekly, I guess.
Nerd culture. What's going on? What's going on in the nerd world?
Culture? This is a good month to be a nerd, I got to be
Absolutely.
honest. What's going on right now? We got the new season of The Boys.
The Boys.
That just dropped. First two episodes are already out. New episode's going to come out every Wednesday. And then we already got 4 episodes as of today of Star Wars Darth Maul Shadow Lord, and I could tell you it's absolutely fantastic. I'm very curious to see whether or not the Twilight Jedi Padawan that is being seen in this is going to be Darth Talon, which, if you didn't know, was going to be part of
The original
sequel that George Lucas had planned. She was supposed to be Darth Maul's, who was supposed to come back, apprentice. So Twilight, Darth Maul could be a thing. Who knows? And then, of course, we got new episodes of Invincible coming out, and we have new episodes of Daredevil coming out. So all cool stuff.
Catch up on Daredevil before you go watch Brand New Day.
You definitely should. We highly, highly, highly suspect that
Catch up.
It'll be important. Okay, but with that aside, I'd like to dive right into the meat and potatoes of today's video. That being Pixar versus Dreamworks.
And usually when you hear both of those, everybody's just automatically going to be like, oh, yeah, it's Pixar. But it's like, let's sit back. Let's talk about everything that has to do with Pixar, has to do with DreamWorks. And then we can kind of go into it as far as, hey, what do you think is better? Because right now I'm undecided, but because this is all my childhood, I love everything. But I feel like I should lean to one side. I do in everything. Any discussion in my entire life, I lean one side more than another.
Yeah.
So why don't we do it with this?
Absolutely. So before we even get started, look, let's get the gigantic what's that
Easter egg?
What's that elephant from Inside Out?
Bing bong.
Bing bong. Let's get that that bing bong sized elephant out of the room. That being the Pixar theory. All right. The reason why most people are going to sit here and say that Pixar is better than DreamWorks is because they have one of the most long-standing, elaborate
Easter egg
franchise connection. Thank you. Of any franchise ever, in my opinion, even more than the Marvel, to be honest. And Marvel's still going strong, but Pixar. Like the Pixar theory is absolutely fantastic. Are you aware of the Pixar theory?
I am. I know that they all interconnect in some form or fashion. I know Pizza Planet truck is in pretty much any Pixar movie. But if you have I know there's some theories as to like there's like a dark side of it and things like that, right? Like Marlin loses Nemo, stuff like that. There's a lot of dark stuff to it.
The whole movie is.
But there is another theory that they all just connect, and I'm pretty sure you might know the full gist of that.
Yeah, so I mean, I've been keeping up with that since high school when I first found out about it. In fact, I'm actually not the person that thought of this. Obviously, I'm not. I've been doing this, watching movies since I was a kid. But a guy named John Negroni is actually the first person to come up with the idea of the Pixar theory. Officially, Pixar has said that it is not canon. It's just a fun little thing that they like to throw in there. The A113 is pretty much in every single movie. That's like that little code right there was the room number for a lot of these Pixar animators where they went to school and the classroom that they all kind of went to. Very cool stuff, but we as movie watchers will find new and cool, amazing ways to interconnect these movies that we absolutely love to make them even better than they actually are. And to explain briefly, what we get from this is it starts off with The Good Dinosaur. If you guys haven't watched that, if you haven't watched any of these movies, you definitely should. They're fantastic. But it starts off with The Good Dinosaurs, the precipice of the good dinosaurs that the asteroid that killed off the dinosaurs missed by like a fraction. And because of that, dinosaurs evolved to become a lot smarter, and they started to dominate the entire planet. Animals started to dominate the entire planet, become a lot smarter, start agriculture, and the T-Rexes, even in The Good Dinosaur, were even ranching and farmers and all that stuff, which was cool and fantastic. Human beings were the bottom rung of the whole society, and then incrementally, the environment of The Good Dinosaurs started to change, and then it eventually became drastic, and the dinosaurs couldn't really keep up with that, and human beings, for whatever reason, could keep up with that, and they started to evolve a little bit better than animals were. So the next part of it was the Incredibles. The Incredibles, that's when crime starts to be incredibly high. Human beings have evolved to a point where they even start to get like superpowers, and then you get somebody like Syndrome, who becomes a little jealous of all these powers and he creates AI with the express purpose of faking being a superhero, and then it gets a little away from him, and AI starts to temporarily, just for that third act, starts to take over, and they start to realize after they get beaten by the Incredibles that it can't actually subjugate humanity via force. They take a little more of a gentle approach, that being just pampering them unto submission, basically.
Yeah.
So human beings, it kind of similar to like Lex Luthor, and the reason why he hates Superman. Without stress and force, humanity stops to evolve. So when you have somebody like Superman coming down here to save humanity from every small itsy bitsy, tree trunk that falls on a dog.
Yeah, you're preventing humans from evolving themselves.
You're preventing human beings from evolving. And that's sort of what AI successfully does within the Pixar theories, kind of stops them from evolving. And human beings start to become a lot lazier. They start to pollute the earth and whatnot. And as a byproduct of this, animals start to become a lot more intelligent. You start to see that with something like Finding Nemo, and you start to see that with what are some other smart. Ratatouille, exactly. Finding Dory. I mean, crying out loud, Dory drives a car in Finding Dory, which is nuts. And human beings are starting. Fishes outsmart human beings all the time and all this stuff in this Pixar theory, which is definitely interesting. So given enough time, they probably would have evolved beyond even humans. But unfortunately, human beings being what human beings do best, they ended up polluting the planet beyond its capability, beyond them being able to live there. So they actually, just like you see with WALL-E, they flee, they go up into space, and they leave all these WALL-E machines to clean up the Earth and all that. So the Earth is pretty much left to machines, and that's where you start to see the Cars sort of come in, the Cars universe start to come in. And then when WALL-E and the human beings come back after like 700 years or whatever, with all the world being the way that it is, they start to evolve. The human beings start to evolve beyond what we kind of see them as they are today, and they start to see that with Onward. Those are actually human beings. The monsters are actually human beings. When you go into Monsters Inc., those monsters are actually heavily irradiated human beings that have transformed and evolved into what they are, and they actually use the doors to go back in time because they have an energy crisis to fuel their little world with the screams and eventually the laughter of kids from the past. The doors are actually time traveling, and you start to see a little bit of that with Brave circling all the way back to relatively the beginning. You start to see Brave, the old witch from
is Boo.
She's actually Boo. So you start to see little small things. Like, for instance, she has a carved little piece of the pizza
Sully.
truck. She has a carved little piece of Sully. She's very, very interested into bears, and bears very much resemble Sully. It's all connected, right? It's absolutely fantastic. It's fun to see all these Pixar movies and see the connections kind of in the background, whether you're seeing the pizza truck, the infamous pizza truck, or whether you're seeing A113 or whatever. You see it in every movie, and it's just fun as a watcher to sort of see that.
Especially as like an Easter egg. And even if this wasn't planned, like you did this in the very beginning, because I think they've even implemented, I think from Toy Story, right? Pizza Planet and all that, and then that's how you started getting it. You accidentally started putting these in movies without even realizing, like, you're connecting all of them together. So that's what people, especially Pixar fans, can enjoy. DreamWorks doesn't have anything like that.
No,
but
it does not.
It doesn't need to, because DreamWorks has some tens. On movies as well. Do you have a particular, in this, I'm just kind of curious based off of, what you tell me and how I understand how much you value one or the other two. Do you have a favorite Pixar movie?
Pixar movie?
I mean, obviously, there's so many Pixar movies. Everybody knows there's Toy Stories, Finding Nemo, Incredibles, Coco,
Incredible!
WALL-E. There's Brave. There's so many. Luca, Good Dinosaur, as you said, Inside Out. There's so many good Pixar movies. Do you have a particular one that's your favorite?
You know, I am part French. I might actually lean a little more towards Ratatouille. I had a physical copy of that back in the day, and I like cooking. So I mean, I like Ratatouille being that. I mean, I could lean a little more towards Incredibles, superheroes. Can't go wrong with
Incredibles.
that. Man, you know, it really is hard. They have some good hitters. I love the ocean, so Finding Nemo could be a placeholder, but I think I might lean a little more towards
Ratatouille.
A little more towards Ratatouille.
Is it crazy for me to say that Incredibles is the best Pixar movie?
I mean, that you'd have to explain yourself. There's so many good ones to say.
No, there is. Okay, well let me
Incredibles is
let me rephrase my statement by saying it's my favorite is Incredibles. Obviously, I'm all about superheroes, but Incredibles I think is so good. I think like that, just a family of supers is like.
Yeah, they were the Fantastic Four before we got a good version of the Fantastic Four.
What did the first one come out before? The Fantastic Four, they came out in the 2000s?
Well, either way, it wouldn't really matter because they had Fantastic Four comics and even...
I think Incredibles came out... What year did the original Incredibles come out? Let's see. The original Incredibles...
2005.
The original Incredibles came out in 2004. And Fantastic Four came out... Let's see.
2005.
2005.
So Incredibles came out before that came out.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely interesting, but it wouldn't matter because we had the comic books.
And obviously this is just but this is so much more. I don't even want to say relatable because obviously none of us are super. Well, we are, but anyways, it's just cool that it's a family that has it, right? You know what I mean? Like it's not just friends and future spouses or anything. It's just a family, and it was a whole world of supers. Like that's just so cool, bro. And I think Incredibles is so good. It's actually my favorite Pixar movie.
I don't blame you for it. Honestly, you can. There's a argument to be made for literally any of these. You could sit here and say Monsters Inc. is your favorite one. That scene with
I guess
with Boo and him saying goodbye, such a tearjerker, and it's just real funny and unbelievably cute. Boo is unbelievably cute. You know, when she's over here in the bathroom and he's waiting on her. It's unbelievably cute.
Yeah.
It seems like that made me want to become a dad, you know? And then Finding Nemo, I mean, just like when when he loses
his family,
it's heartbreaking. That Barracuda.
The whole movie is just him imagining things too.
That's the dark version. That's a dark theory. I don't like
real.
that because happy endings are peak.
Are big for you.
They're really big. But there's definitely a lot to be said. There's argument to be said about literally any of these. I might lean towards Ratatouille just because I like cooking, and like I said, I'm part French. You might lean a little towards Incredibles.
Incredibles, yeah, because obviously Toy Story's right. I don't care. My favorite Toy Story is gonna be Toy Story 3. I think Escape from Alcatraz, that's what I like. You know what I mean? But obviously, I know Toy Story 1 it's everybody's.
I'm not sure.
Love.
I like it. I feel like it's losing a lot of people these days. I don't think so. Because it's wonky. It is a wonky animated movie.
Yeah, and everybody
sure. That baby is creepy.
And everybody crapped on me because, and I mean, in a way, you too, but because we didn't have You Got a Friend in Me regarded like very highly when it comes to Disney movies and Pixar and just those movies in general. And I really still, even to this time, like even after everyone shit on me on online, I still don't care. Like I don't think I don't hold You've Got a Friend in Me that high. I do understand that Toy Story is so good. I remember playing the video game when I was younger.
Yeah.
Like it is good, right? But I feel like now that you're starting to wash away some of that nostalgia, I don't enjoy the movie more than I do like Toy Story 3. Bugs Life, I mean, we joke about it all the time. Did that hurt? No.
Yeah.
Well, what about this?
No.
Are you kidding? What about this?
I mean, dude, how do you have such a socio-political, like eye-opening scene
In a kid's
movie like
Yeah.
that? It's still applicable today.
Yeah.
As an adult, you're like, oh shoot, yeah, we do outnumber the 1%. Like if we did rise up, then they could do nothing.
Yeah.
Power belongs to the people that we allow have it. So we as the masses allow have it. So something like it's a beautiful story, strong story, sticking up to bullies, good lesson.
Yeah. What do you think about Cars? Obviously, I've heard one of our other friends, Aaron, says Cars is the greatest movie of all time.
That is such a bold statement. I gotta say,
I don't even think it's the best Pixar movie of all time.
Right. Well, again, there's an argument to be said for it being the best one. I mean,
I don't think
you get some cool ones. What like when Mac is falling asleep, like all those sleeping trucks. We got one of those speed.
oh yeah, they're putting him to sleep with the lullaby.
We got a nodder.
Jackasses. Yeah, no, dude. I mean, yeah, like don't get me wrong. Like, and even then, you bring it up. He brings it up all the time. How Cars is like so hilarious. I don't think it's that funny. Like the whole you owe me $32,000 in legal fees. Like
That's hilarious.
I don't think it's
It is
that
hilarious.
funny. I don't think it's that funny. I genuinely don't.
You're,
I think it's a good movie, but I think what carries the movie too, the animation's great, right? I'm not discrediting the animation. The soundtrack, right? Like you got Rascal Flatts for that, so that's great too. But like I don't think it's better than. Man, it's not better than Toy Story 3 for me. It's not better than Incredibles. I don't think it's better than Coco.
Coco is a underrated movie.
Yeah, I think Coco is so good.
I don't know if it's just because we're in San Antonio, we're based in San Antonio, so like the Hispanic culture is just like
Rich here. So
but
Coco's extremely relatable.
I love Coco. Coco is a fantastic movie.
Even being in the military, I brought up Coco to people that are even from different regions that are not Texas, right? Some north and whatever east. And I tell them, and they're like, it's a very mid movie. Like, it's not really that good. And I'm just kind of like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, the movie's
when they're doing
so
the grito,
good.
come on.
Yeah, dude. And then all the songs, yeah, Un Poco Loco and everything. Yeah, I think it's really, really high. But yeah, I think a couple of those movies are better than Cars. And I don't care. He's gonna comment. I don't care. Like, let's talk it out.
Yeah.
I don't think Cars is that. It's like another thing that I always say. I don't care if I'm gonna be if I need to be the bad person or the evil person that says this. I don't care. I think Up, the best part of Up is the first introduction. After that, I think it falls off.
No. What? Like when he's carrying the house, and he's got like it's like a rope over his shoulder, and he's like, it's okay, Ellie, we're almost there, and all that. He has to like let go. He has to let go. He has to let go.
The introduction,
how do you let go of the love of your life?
The introduction, I understand. That's why I think the beginning is like amazing, and then I don't think that the movie becomes terrible. It's just the best part of the movie is the beginning, and after that, it just kind of like I don't really care. Like I don't care about Russell.
Can I come in, sir?
Yeah, I don't.
No.
Do you care? But like, do you emotionally? Because I think I emotionally connect to them in the beginning, right? But I don't really. I'm not there like, oh man, Doug and Russell. Like I just don't really genuinely like.
You
kind
don't
of
like
falls
Kevin?
off. I mean,
I love Doug.
Okay.
I love Doug. I think of a dog voice all the time, and Doug just brought that to life.
Yeah. When I look at my dog, I don't think Doug.
No. No.
I think the best
Night?
thing. Yeah. No. When I look at Up, one thing I still take away from that to this day is still squirrel. Like I still use that. That's probably gonna make a lot of people comment and say I'm stupid or whatever. But I think the best part of Up is that first introduction, and after that, it just kind of falls off for me.
Dude,
I don't care.
you should.
I don't care.
You should care. You should change your mind. You're incorrect.
What do you think about Onward?
Onward. I actually did like it. So with a lot of these movies, they're tear jerkers. One or two scenes.
Yeah, Pixar moments, absolutely.
Yeah. You know, they have that scene that just sticks out to you. Obviously, with Up, you get the beginning of it. You know, with Toy Story 3, you get the when they're
about to get into the burner.
they're holding hands and stuff like that. You know, all these things kind of have like one scene where it's just like that. It's like, oh man, why are you doing that?
Did it make you have that in Cars? A tearjerker?
Yeah, let me think.
That's my point. Anyways, next one.
Stop it, bro. There's a scene. It's like, come back. I don't know what it is, but I gotta remember it. Onward definitely has a tear-jerking scene when his
when his dad comes and he doesn't meet him, but because he realizes at the end, like, I've had somebody that, even though he wasn't my dad, he was that father figure for me, which was his brother, and then at the end he realized that it was his brother who needs his. Dude, that made me cry. Onward made me cry, dude.
Yeah, 100%.
Onward made me cry.
It was a good one.
As for the movie itself, I'm gonna throw it away, that scene, yeah, because I don't really like. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you like, oh man, the movie was so good just because there was a point in the movie where it made me a tearjerker.
No. Oh my god.
Honestly, the movie Onward, if I had to rate it, I'd give it maybe a 6.
But you would rewatch.
I don't have your rule, so no. Because
you would not rewatch it?
Your rule states that if a movie is better than a 5, it means you'll rewatch it.
Yes.
If it's less than a 5,
Yes.
you will not rewatch
Yes.
it. Okay, well, even if I give Onward a 6, I wouldn't rewatch it. And honestly, out of all, I can't even say that because I'm trying to think where Onward would be compared to a lot of these movies. I mean, I think it's okay, but I'm just because I give a movie higher than a 5, I wouldn't rewatch it. I wouldn't rewatch the Onward again.
Wow, man.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't watch Monsters University again. I wouldn't watch
Why not?
Finding Dory again.
Look, are they as good as their sequels? Are hard.
Not
Look
really,
at
because
Scream 2.
DreamWorks killed it with sequels.
DreamWorks. Okay, well, let me finish this thought. But sequels are hard, so I'm not going to sit here and blame Pixar for having Monsters Inc. Or Monsters University. Excuse me. And what was the other sequel?
For which one?
You said it was
Cars. I mean, you could talk about Cars 2.
Cars 2. No, there was a sequel for one of these. We just got done talking about it.
That I was talking about?
Yeah.
I had talked about Finding Dory.
Oh, Finding Dory. Thank you. Not being as good as Finding Nemo. I mean, you hit it a home run. The ball may not go as far as the first hit, but it's still going far. Finding Dory is still good, and Monsters University is still good as well.
Okay, well, you had mentioned too that sequels it's really tough, right, for a sequel to be that good. Well, I think Toy Story 3 is even better than Toy Story 1. Like, that's my favorite too. So I still think Pixar for the most part can give you that, but that's why I'm like heavily love DreamWorks too, is because like DreamWorks can give you sequels that you sit there and you're like, man, is it better than the first one? So right off the bat, just something that comes to mind and I think is the greatest family movie of all time is Shrek 2.
Oh, actually, hold on. Let me just interject this real quick. This is some of these movies. So if, these two animation studios were actually like not at war. That's a little excessive, but I mean they were kind of like rivals for a while. You'll start to see a couple of these movies are kind of like very similar to like Ants and A Bug's Life. They fought each other for which one was going to come out first and.
Yeah,
and
Bug's Life was better.
Bug's Life ended up being.
Bug's Life was better.
Pixar may have less.
Obviously, Pixar like kind of revolutionized the whole animation, right? And DreamWorks was just trying to play catch up. They caught up when Shrek. Honestly, I'm not gonna say that because Ants, I don't think was terrible. But Ants is another one of those movies that like I remember watching as a kid and I enjoyed it and I show my kids. But like I won't really say like, you know what, I want to watch Ants and watch the whole thing over again.
I don't remember ever saying that.
Now the next one that came out 2 months after in 1998, Prince of Egypt. Oh, dude, I watched that over and over. Is it because I'm Christian? Yeah, maybe. But even aside from that, I still think that the movie is good because even if you're not, you don't even see it from like a Christian standpoint. It's a historical movie.
Yeah, 100%. So Shrek, it's so ironic. I just want to say the story real quick.
No, say the story because it's actually interesting, and I guarantee you people don't know that.
So if you guys didn't know, they were coming out. So they wanted to make a movie that was going to be a hit, right?
Yeah.
And
that was actually Prince of Egypt.
They started writing Prince of Egypt and developing it and trying to make it, bringing out all the heavy hitters for it.
Because real quick, timeline-wise, Ants came out first, but it actually wasn't supposed to. The first movie that DreamWorks was supposed to release was Prince of Egypt, but they rushed Ants. So their first actual project that they put so much time and effort into was Prince of Egypt.
100%. So the best thing that they can possibly think of as a home run movie that would definitely get a lot of butts and seats would be a movie that Muslims and Jews and Christians all alike can kind of come together and appreciate. And that would be like the catalyst for all three of these religions and groups of people is Moses. All three religions definitely put him in high esteem. Definitely changed the world for sure. So they're like, okay, let's bring out all the heavy hitters. Who's the person who created all the music for
Hans Zimmer?
Hans Zimmer
composed Prince of Egypt.
What are some of the movies that he's done? He's done
Interstellar. Yeah, anything Christopher Nolan is Hans Zimmer. Any of the greatest film composer, music, sound effects. That's Hans Zimmer. Dune. That's Hans Zimmer. They got him together to do a biblical movie for kids. They did
fire. That.
It's as fire as the plagues. Let me tell you.
They did that. They had like Jeff Goldblum.
Real quick, if you want to know, just to make sure I got this right, so y'all understand who was in the kids movie. Val Kilmer, Voldemort. Voldemort was in the movie. Steve Martin, Sandra Bullock, Martin Short, Patrick Stewart, Michelle Pfeiffer, Jeff Goldblum. All of these were all in Prince of Egypt. Isn't that nuts?
It's absolutely, like I said, they got all of the heavy hitters for this. They wanted to make this like a household name. They wanted to be knock out of the park and all that stuff. And actually, over in like the studios and whatnot, if somebody like messed up or they got in trouble with their boss or whatever, they would actually instead of firing these people, they would actually send them to work on Shrek, which they had initially planned on it being like a failure. How it got greenlit, I don't know. But they're we're about to make an enemy out of Disney right now because we're mocking all of their heavy hitters over here with one movie. So you know what? You are going to go and develop this. You're going to be a writer for this. You're going to be an animator for this because I don't want you anywhere near this gold nugget of
Prince of Egypt.
And ironically, as I'm sure all of you guys at home would be able to agree, Shrek is much more of a household name than
What's
Prince
a better
of Egypt.
Story?
Yeah, right. Go like, okay, but
yeah, obviously Shrek is gonna be the better movie. But that's not to say. But when we talk about Shrek, you're talking about like one of the greatest animated movies of all time, which is Shrek. So it's kind of hard to say, yeah, see, Prince of Egypt didn't beat that. But that's because Shrek is just that good. Prince of Egypt's budget, even at that time too, was like $60 million. So it was still, they were putting in a lot of money into it.
I'd like to point out, I mean, despite the fact that Shrek is admittedly much more of a household name, Prince of Egypt is such a gem.
Yeah, absolutely.
Such a gem. Like the music, I can't think of a single song in Prince of Egypt that is a miss. Like I've listened to the soundtrack.
I mean, it's Hans Zimmer. it's Hans Zimmer. That's not even fair.
The entire time. I mean, like what's that? This one song, the Look Through Heaven's Eyes.
Oh yeah,
such a beautiful song.
Yeah.
And it applicable to literally all three of the bases of religion that it's catered towards. I mean, a pebble can't see the largeness of the mountain that it sits upon, but it's still there, Yeah. So I mean, look through heaven's eyes. Stop looking through the pebble's eyes. Look where you're at. I mean, God's got you.
Well, that's that. I mean, that just goes to show you that Prince of Egypt is like so well thought out. Not only from the story. Thank you for the story. But the music, the star-studded voice actors, and everything. Yeah. It was great, dude. And then I sit there. And even when I think about whenever I'm going up to the altar at church or something, I hear the song from The Burning Bush. That is what I hear in my mind.
It's like
100%.
It's angelic. It's like
yeah, dude, it's so good.
It gives me chills. That
100%.
Talking about a scene we were talking about with Pixar, how there's always like a tearjerker. Certainly with Prince of Egypt, that is a tearjerker for me on multiple occasions.
Is it just because we're Christian that we feel that way? Hearing the voice of God in the burning bush there, like that was
impactful, man.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, now go.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh Moses.
Yeah.
God,
I think it was good. I probably hold it highly because I'm Christian, but even then, I'm curious of like someone that isn't necessarily religious oriented. How do they feel about Prince of Egypt?
I'm definitely curious about that as well.
So that's it. Joseph King of Dreams is another one that came out that's very similar. I don't think Joseph King of Dreams is as good as Prince of Egypt. I honestly wouldn't even say it's relatively close. I take Prince of Egypt. Obviously, the story is really great. Right? Story is oldest time. But what I like on Joseph King of Dreams is the song that he sings when he's in prison. That's kind of like what I take. Better Than I.
Yeah, you know better than I.
It's so good.
So good.
It's so good. It gives me chills. So that's kind of what I take away from Joseph King of Dreams. But as far as the movie as a whole, I don't think it was as good as Prince of Egypt.
Definitely, it makes sense that they would make a movie out of it. To be honest, I mean, it's just it really is just too good. Like you're in prison, you know, you have nothing, you had everything, you know, and for whatever reason, all of it's taken away. You can be in despair, you can just absolutely hate your life and project that outward towards everybody, but instead to cling on to hope. You know, and cling on to the fact that there is a plan and that, you know, God has not forgotten you. I mean, it's a beautiful, it's a beautiful.
And even finding yourself in the worst places in prison, and he chose to grow a beautiful tree. And when they went in there, they saw
symbolically beautiful.
Yeah,
they did a great job with that movie. At least with those scenes. Like you said, the movie itself doesn't even hold a candle to Prince of Egypt.
I don't
but it's
think
still
so.
Really good.
I mean, there's a couple other gems that we remember growing up watching. Road to El Dorado.
Oh, bro. Is that what started my attention to Latinas? I guess so.
Honestly, bro, it's hey, funny enough, real quick, just because you mentioned it, I want to tell you something. It's a completely off track. We'll get right back on here. So I showed my son and my daughter High School Musical for the first. I don't think they watched it with their mom because they said they never saw it. So I was like, I love it. Sit down. Made the time. So we watched High School Musical, right? And my son was like, I don't want to watch this, right? And then a couple minutes in, he's a little bit more interested, right? The entire time now he's watching. He hasn't taken his eyes. He hasn't blinked. Wait, I'll get to there. He hasn't blinked in anything, right? At the end of the movie, I was like, did you like it? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, what'd you like? And he was like, who's that? And he pointed to somebody in a red dress at the end. And I was like, that's Gabriella. And he did that little kid thing, that little. And I was like, dude, get in line, bro. Like, you're 20 years too late, bro. There's a 20 years line in front of you. Get to the back. I thought it was so funny. So anyways, now that you bring that up, that you brought up Road to El Dorado, it just reminded me of my son discovering who High School Musical was and Vanessa Hudgens, and he's there like, oh my God. And I was like, dude, I get it, but go to the back.
It's nice to know that what worked for us as kids still works
for my son. So it's kind of
gracious.
poetic, but I might get in trouble for that when I get home because my wife is going to be like,
who?
I'm not Vanessa Hudgens.
No, you're better.
But anyways, it's funny that Road to El Dorado, and obviously that's where you kind of see where, and I hear a lot of like women will say now, and I'm not trying to say anything crazy, but like DreamWorks kind of like were very particular about how they chose to shape their women in some of these movies, and especially in that one they do. So you're kind of sitting there and you're like,
that's an hourglass figure right there.
That's what you're like. I guess that's what women look like. But obviously that was Road to El Dorado. I still think it's good. I haven't honestly. I don't think I've thrown it on for my kids yet. It's not because I don't think it's a good movie. I just haven't done it yet. But
get around to it. You know, you have a job. You have one job.
To show our kids.
It's not to feed your kids or
to
house
show
them.
my kids Vanessa Hudgens and feed them. Well, my son particularly. Chicken Run.
I love Chicken Run.
I can't stand Chicken Run. It sucks.
Why? Is it just because of the how they
claymation?
animated it?
I can't stand it. Like
the
the stop motion, I can't stand it. The movie itself, I just can't stand.
Poor K. Why?
I don't like it.
It's not bad. It's very unique. It's very unique. You can appreciate the art.
Sure, it's unique, but I don't care. And it's so boring to me, bro. I think the movie is so boring.
It made me not want to eat chicken afterwards.
I don't
Over here associating that with the Austrian painter. I'm like,
even when I was like 6 or 7 years old when I watched it, I never cared to watch it again. I was even 6 years old and I knew like I don't like it.
What a shame, man. Chicken Run. It's not bad.
I don't think it's that good. But obviously, I mean, we could go into extremely in depth with all these movies, but that was one that I just didn't really care for.
Well, for sure, the music on DreamWorks is certainly a lot better. Spirit, man.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
I was a young kid and like, get off of my back.
Oh,
I mean,
dude.
Oh, so good.
Your spirit never being broken like that. They made a new Spirit movie off of the original concept. Don't ever watch it because it just seems like they just did a little like My Little Pony kind of Spirit. Like they kind of just tried to mesh that. And it was terrible.
Cash grab, man.
Yeah,
Cash
it was
grab.
terrible. It didn't even grab cash. I don't think it did.
The same thing I've always said, like when it comes to like stuff like Avatar, it's applicable here. I mean, we can sit here and we can hate all these movie productions and whatnot for taking a lot of our nostalgic movies and stuff that we like really cherished as kids and trying to cash grab on it. We can let them do that, all right? Because we still have, for all time, like Spirit, like the original Spirit movie. We still have like Avatar: The Last Airbender, the TV show. It doesn't matter if they mess it up and continue to mess it up and continue to mess it up. Movies like these will always be around for our kids to watch.
Hey, but you know the movie was such a gem that they don't have the guts to touch it. Shark Tale.
Shark Tale? Yeah.
Don't ever make a part 2.
They can't, right? There's no way that they can narratively make a part 2, right?
No, but then there's even times where you don't even think that they can make a part 2 and they do, and it's like why? Why was there?
Who asked you?
What was there need to make a part 2? Obviously, around that time of Shark Tale was Sinbad. Same time around Shrek 2 came out.
Sinbad was so good, man.
No.
You don't like Sinbad?
I don't like Sinbad. I know it's a good. Okay.
Now,
let me say this.
You want to talk about unique animation style? Certainly that one.
Okay, well let me rephrase my statement. Do I think Sinbad growing up like it was a cool movie? Yes. Do I care to rewatch it? No.
What?
Out of all the movies we've talked about, Chicken Run and Sinbad, I don't really care to rewatch.
Dude, what are you talking about?
I don't really care to rewatch it.
Dude, he's a pirate. That's
Cool.
so cool.
Cool.
That like outside of like Pirates of the Caribbean, what do
Cool.
we get
Oh
for
my
a
God.
good pirate? That's that.
Looking for treasure. I don't care.
You're being
It's not
hypercritical
it's not-
right now.
But you
It's
know, I
actually
don't even
pretty
like.
good.
You know, I don't even like Pirates of the. I don't even like. I'm not a big fan of Pirates of the Caribbean. So, is this come as a shock factor for you?
Yes, very much. You don't like Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's okay. I'm not. I can't stand.
When you think of our childhood and the fact that we had the best movies, right? You're looking at. I
can't stand
Star
Johnny
Wars.
Depp. Just to let you know,
You're
that's why
looking at.
I don't like it.
Dude, you have Pirates of the Caribbean with Davy Jones playing a piano with his face.
Okay, and
It's fantastic. Great animation. Still holds up to this day.
you know what I was.
Music amazing. Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, no, I know.
What are you talking? What are you doing?
You know what I loved as a kid even more than that? TMNT. Give me TMNT. That's what I liked.
You're changing the subject right now.
No, I'm just
This
saying.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I don't care for pirates.
It's beautiful.
I don't care
Great
for
story.
Pirates are so like corny and cringe.
Pirates are not corny
They're so
and cringe.
cringe.
They're dashing and roguish.
No, they just get drunk all the time on rum. It's boring.
Okay.
Do I think
They're free.
Can I take a step back and say, hey, you know what, Pirates of the Caribbean or Caribbean, whatever, is a good movie? Yeah, they're good movies. I just don't care for them. I'm just not a big fan. Aside from that, what's her name?
Elizabeth Swann.
Okay, like little interested. Growing up as a kid, little interested. But I mean, honestly, I'm not a big fan of Johnny Depp. I'm not a big Johnny Depp fan anyway, so I really don't care. I hate the whole. I can't stand
That was an artistic choice by him. They almost didn't. I don't want to sit here and say they almost fired him, but they definitely did not like it when he initially started doing that, and they ended up letting him do it, and it became like synonymous with Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, but I think it's because we make fun of him when they do it. When people start running away and doing the stupid run, it's because you're making fun of him.
How do you not? This is so annoying to me. Jack Sparrow is one of the. I don't want to say the greatest character, but he is one of the most iconic characters out there. I mean, obviously, like you have our little list right here.
But these are iconic to us. This is going to be iconic to everybody.
For sure.
I mean, but if you were to ask me, hey, we're talking about. See, we're so off topic
I know,
because I said Pirates of the Caribbean. But anyways, You'll probably say he's the most famous pirate, right? Nonfiction. Fiction. Apologies. You'll probably say what is his name? You are the worst. What does he say?
You are without a doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of. Ha! But you have heard of me. It's amazing.
No, there's stuff that's
There
like
should be a captain in there somewhere.
it's okay. It's okay that there's certain instances that I've heard in clips. I've seen the movie that's like funny, but as for the movie itself, I'm just not a big fan.
Oh
dude.
my god.
So, anyways, I know that Sinbad. That's where kind of we went off track a little bit, but
Sinbad's great too.
it's okay. He's trying to smash his best friend's fiance the whole movie.
Okay, all right, fair. That's bad. That's annoying.
That's annoying. That's a little inconsiderate. Yeah, no. Anyway, I'm good. I'm gonna pass on Sinbad, and I'm not even gonna show my son Sinbad or my daughter. I don't really care for it.
Fine,
Shrek 2 absolutely will, because that is the greatest family movie of all time.
Greatest family movie of all time is Shrek 2.
Shrek 2.
You want to explain yourself?
It's just, who doesn't love it? What age, what demographic doesn't go into that movie and love it? The music is amazing. Accidentally in Love. I need a hero. I need a hero scene. Elite.
Yeah.
And then, dude, when they arrest them and they're there, Eddie Murphy screaming police brutality, and then Antonio Banderas, the only Mexican on there, and he got caught for catnip, bro. And he's like, that's not mine, bro. It's hilarious. It's extremely relatable to the real world and everything that we joked about at the time. Who doesn't love it? A 7-year-old, right? My daughter, 7, loves it. And my grandma and grandpa actually took us to go watch Shrek 2. They loved it because it's got adult humor. It checks off every box. The animation's great. The music's great. The voice actors are great. The humor in there is well evident. I think the humor in Dreamworks is better than the humor in Pixar. But that's because there's no filter in Dreamworks. They're willing to make jokes in light of things that Disney doesn't really want to do.
Yeah.
So if I'm looking for more fun and entertainment, I feel like that is, dude, come on. I'm looking at them right now too. B-movie. There's just a lot of humor in Dreamworks that they're not willing to touch over here in
Dude lost his girl to a bee.
And he's the only sane one here that like sees what's going on. The nicest bee? What are you talking about? Goated voice actor.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, Shrek 2 I think is the greatest family movie of all time. And then I just like how when you get to Far, Far Away, it's Hollywood, right? It just has a play on play. It's got like restaurants that we know of and establishments. It's just a little play on words into their world. So
yeah, all of Shrek in general, it was a bold, idea to begin with, to sit here and poke fun at Disney, all their Disney princes. They're everything. I mean, they're king, right? Household name for sure. And they're over here like, let's make money making fun of them. Bold. It worked.
So do you think that you think that's a bold statement? That's the greatest family movie? I'm thinking about it in terms of animation, because if you were to ask me, hey, what's the best live action, right, family movie of all time? I feel Grown Ups. I feel like I would say Grown Ups.
That's something for kids. It's something for adults. It's fair. It's all ages can have fun with it.
Dude, it's honestly
pushes the boundaries without going overboard.
Being a husband and being a dad, when she's like, well, who's gonna what am I like with the milk because the son's not drinking milk anymore, and he's like, I do. And then obviously having a newborn, I think that was hilarious too. So yeah, but if we're talking about animation wise, dude, Shrek 2 checks every box.
Let us know what you think in the comments. Do you think comments? Do you think Shrek 2 is the greatest animated family movie of all time?
It just checks the box, bro. It's just, I feel like even now that I'm looking at it too, as everything, I feel like DreamWorks has that humor and is willing to put that adult humor in the movies that, not every Pixar movie is willing to do. I know, like Cars, he gets flashed, right? There's a couple little things. She's got a tramp stamp.
A little weird, though.
I get it.
A little weird.
Yeah, but it's like, but when DreamWorks does it, it's like, that's funny. When Lord Farquaad was like, show me the princess, and the mirror's there like, okay. And then he's like, ooh.
It went over my head as a kid.
Yeah, and my dad's laughing. I'm like, what are you laughing about? Like, dude was rubbing one out, bro. But I didn't know that. So I mean, yeah, there's just a lot of humor in here that I don't even know. Bee movie.
Yeah.
When she asks him, what do bees like? And he's there and he's saying something at the end. He goes, lust. So there's so much stuff.
That kind of goes over a lot of kids' heads for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's, I mean, dude, honestly, looking at it real quick as we're talking about it, I mean, I feel like I'm going to gravitate towards DreamWorks. As far as the humor, it just checks off the boxes. I think DreamWorks also has the greatest
trilogy,
childhood trilogy, bro. The coming of age story of How to Train Your Dragon with Hiccup and Toothless.
You're putting that above.
Is it a trilogy? Before
No, it's not a trilogy anymore. They kept making more.
where you say Toy Story?
Yeah, I was gonna say they kept.
I
Making
think
more.
How to Train Your Dragon 1, 2, and 3 is better than Toy Story 1, 2, and 3.
Really?
I know I'm gonna be an island on that because I'm a '90s baby. I should say Toy Story, but dude, the coming of age of Hiccup and Toothless is elite, elite, and how they see each other at the end. He's got his kids, he's got his kids, and at first he jumps onto the boat and he's looking at him, and there's Hiccup with the beard and Astra, his wife. And dude, that's so cool. And then their kids play together.
Yeah.
I just think that they finished that off so perfect. And I think what kind of ruins a lot, like Toy Story franchise for people is like, you didn't need anything after Toy Story 3.
Yeah.
But How to Train Your Dragon, I know they made a live action adaptation of the first movie, but there's no sequel to How to Train Your Dragon 3.
So far.
It's a perfect send-off.
Yeah,
It's
this is
a
not
perfect
an
beginning.
invitation for you to do so.
Do
okay?
not.
DreamWorks, don't watch us and like, oh, great idea.
So you think that's a wild statement? I think because they
That's
ended...
the greatest animated trilogy?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow. Children's animated trilogy, I
Yeah.
should say? Wow. I mean, the music is it's up there. I remember I'll sometimes play it on my phone, you know, just
Viking.
to vibe out to it. It's absolutely fantastic.
And then, dude, it's so deep. Like, everything with his dad
dude, his
trying to
mother
force him.
on number 2, the second movie, when he finds his, the wife.
Yeah.
He's like, you're
His-
as beautiful as the day I lost you. That was beautiful to me.
And then he gets his
Tearjerker.
mom, and then as soon as he gets his mom, he loses his dad. And it's like, dude, the movie is... I really think that franchise is that good. If I'm an island on that, okay, that's fine. But I really think those movies are that good. I just think
It's got good comedy too.
I just think the ending was great. That's what I like. That they didn't kill the franchise by making more movies, and I think they killed Toy Story by making more movies.
They did.
So,
You know what? It's just this overall. This really is kind of hard so far because I mean, even though Pixar has like 10 out of 10 movies, one right after the other, right after the other, right after the other.
10 out of 10 movies, plural?
Yeah. There's multiple 10 out of 10 movies in the Pixar universe for sure. I would say
10 out of 10?
I would say Ratatouille is a 10 out of 10. Cars 1 is a 10 out of 10. Incredibles is a 10 out of 10. Finding Nemo is a 10 out of 10.
No, Finding Nemo's not a 10 out of
Yes,
10.
it is.
No, it's not.
You got to chill out
No.
there.
Finding Nemo is not a 10 out of 10.
It's iconic as hell.
It's not everything can be, not every movie Pixar puts out can be a 10 out of 10.
Of course, not every. I'm not going to sit here and say, even
If
though
you're
I really
comparing
like
Finding
Onward,
Nemo to, like, how you said Ratatouille, Cars, and Incredibles, those can't just all be 10 out of 10.
Look, all the ones that I just said are 10 out of 10. There's even a couple. Bugs Life, in my opinion, is a 10 out of 10.
That's
Wall-E
nostalgia.
and
That's nostalgia
Up
talking.
is a 10 out of 10.
Up is not a 10 out of
Yes,
10.
it is.
The first
All right.
20 minutes is a 10 out of 10.
Look, there are some movies that I would consider not to be 10 out of 10, but are still really, really good. Oh, Inside Out, 10 out of 10. All right.
Inside Out is not a 10 out of 10.
Inside Out is a 10 out of 10.
No, it is not. That's wild.
It is not a wild statement.
Inside Out is not. There's funny moments in there.
It's a good lesson for kids to learn. Even number 2 was really, really. I won't say it's a 10 out of 10. It might be an 8 out of 10.
No, it's not.
But it's
not
still
even that
both
high.
of them
It's not
really,
even
really
that-
good for kids to learn.
and to understand your your personalities, your feelings,
And a
your
very,
emotion.
very unique way of looking at life in general. You know, it's all happening inside the head. You know, you got little.
I did
little
like that
beings running around.
they personalized emotion to the person. So when it went to the dad, they all got mustaches,
Mustaches
and
and
they're
they're
all
talking to
watching sports.
Yeah.
And then
look, red alert, she's talking to you.
and there he is making that stupid face again. I'm sure that's what my wife thinks when she talks to me. So I think it is good. But if you're gonna sit here and say Inside Out is 10 out of 10, and Incredibles is 10 out of 10, and Cars is 10 out of 10, and Ratatouille is 10 out of 10, Inside Out isn't
But-
even touching those movies. First of all,
What I wouldn't say is Brave. Brave is not a 10 out of 10. All right, Onward,
That's
as much
fine.
as I like it, is not a 10 out of 10.
That's fine. Coco 10 out of 10?
10 out of 10. Coco's
So
a
you're
10 out of
just
10.
throwing 10
I'm
out of 10
not.
at every
Look,
movie
Good
as long as it's a good movie.
I just gave you a couple. Good Dinosaur. Onward.
Good Dinosaur is a 10 out of 10?
Not a 10 out of 10.
Oh, okay, I was gonna
Good
say.
Dinosaur is not a 10 out of 10.
What about Luca?
Luca is not a 10 out of
Okay.
10. All right. Onward is not a 10 out of 10. Brave is not a 10 out of 10. I mean, like
The first Toy Story.
I really, it's like an 8 or 9 out of 10, man. Look, the animation is really creepy.
Yeah, but I
sometimes.
mean, for its
I
time,
can
that animation
really
was like
appreciate-
transcendent.
Oh, you're absolutely right. We got to appreciate, the fact that
And you're a big history person and understanding for its time. So if the animation is your gripe,
that's why it doesn't kill it for me. That's why paint doesn't kill it for me. I can definitely appreciate the time period.
paint doesn't kill it for you. We just got an argument of Dune because you're saying it was only
I'm
paint.
saying that just because this paint isn't really that good. I mean, like a lot of people would sit here and say, like, I don't really like this old movie because it's so old looking. Like, you got to chill out. All right, the movie is absolutely fantastic. Don't let
that's-
paint ruin it for you.
Yeah, that's
this
like Prince
has
of Egypt.
really creepy animation. If I were a lesser man, I'd probably sit here and be like, I don't know, something off about it, Uncanny Valley or something like that. I can't appreciate the story.
So you think it's
know,
fair
or
going
anything
to a
like that.
Pixar?
I certainly can. I'm not going to let the animation destroy that for
So
me.
you
It's still
think-
an 8 out of 9 out of 10.
So you think it's fair to go to a Pixar studio and say you have 5 to 10 movies that are 10 out of 10?
Yes.
No.
Look, they hit it out of the park almost every single time.
It's fair to even say if a movie is a 9
But-
because you're saying 90%.
What I'm
Good,
saying-
9.5. Not
what-
every movie that they make can be a 10. What do you think is the best Pixar movie in your opinion? I know you said Ratatouille is your favorite, but do you have a particular thing where you think, hey, this is the best Pixar movie? And I like that this is all just free right off the dome because we don't script any of this. This is literally off the dome. So what would you say? I'm sure people can go there and comment and be like, wow, you didn't think about this, but it's like, hey, this is just happening in like real time.
I might say Wall-E. I might.
Okay, so
the reason why I do think it's something they've never done with any of the other movies, but I think it's incredibly interesting that they're showing like the past of human beings being like live action compared to the animated version of the rest of the movie. Wall-E's animated, but the last president of the United States before they went up into space was live action. When he's looking at the videos of human beings from before, it's all live action. It's all old school, and I'm like, dude, that's very
It's
interesting.
clever.
Yeah.
You're not going to hear me
Unique.
say anything about Wall-E because I think that highly of Wall-E, just like I do Incredibles.
And if I could say this too, real quick, I do enjoy the precipice, like the point of the whole movie.
Wall-E. It teaches you something. I mean,
Look, we're living in the land of abundance. We have everything at our fingertips, but we should also be able to control our own
yeah, because if we don't
passions or
dispose
our own-
of it properly,
Exactly.
It's kinda like the B movie, right?
More than that, I mean, they're in that spaceship and they're traveling, and they become like fat and
Yeah.
blind to pretty much everything because they're the only thing they care about from the moment they wake up to the moment they go to sleep is literally just consume. And I'm sure that if certain people in our own world today would have their way, then they would be the only ones that like walking around being free and all that stuff, and the rest of us are literally just consume, just giving them whatever.
Absolutely.
So
I get
as
it.
much as I'm not antagonizing consumption, but you should what that movie definitely teaches me, and what I hope it teaches a lot of kids who watch it, is to control your consumption rate.
the crazy thing about Wall-E is that you have an emotional connection to a robot that can't say one word, and the entire time, him and Eva. You're genuinely invested in their relationship and their communication, and they don't say a single word. So I think Wall-E is that good. If Wall-E is your 10 out of 10, then how can another movie be another 10 out of 10, another 10 out of 10, and another 10 out of 10? Because if that's 10 out of 10, then it needs to be. Then that means the next movie for you has got to be a 9.9 or maybe a 9.8. I just don't see how that you think is the best movie, but it's rated the same as the second
I disagree
movie.
with your argument that there can only be one 10 out of 10. There's not. There's plenty that can be 10 out of 10. They hit all the marks. They get all the check marks.
I guess
Cars is one of them. Ratatouille is one of them. Incredibles 1 is one of them.
Ratatouille
Monsters,
is not better
Inc.
than
is
Wall-E.
one of them.
Ratatouille is not better than Wall-E. I don't think Ratatouille is better than Wall-E.
I didn't say Ratatouille was better than Wall-E.
No, but
it's my favorite.
But if I'm looking at it, I'm saying
I've
Wall-E.
probably watched Ratatouille more than I have any of the other ones.
if I'm looking at it, I'm like, hey, Wall-E is 10. Like, that is number one. I don't think there's like 1A and 1B. I think there's 1, and then there's clearly 2, and then there's clearly 3.
With that mindset, that means there's only 110, there's only 19, there's only 18, there's only 17.
Okay, well, it's kind of like the
forth.
best. It's like if I tell you, oh man, that movie's the best. Like if I tell you who's the best player in the NBA, I can't give you 5 best players in the NBA. Like there's clearly one, and then it goes to another one. Same thing as when it comes to like
as
Pixar.
I said at the beginning of this, there's an argument to be had about any of these being the best. Wall-E being
that
the
are
best.
interchangeable.
Yes, and
I will only
it would
accept
genuinely
3
come down to
movies.
how you're feeling at the time that you're answering the question.
I'd only accept 3 movies as being the best of Pixar, which is Incredibles, Wall-E, and I want to say Cars because obviously the voice actors are good. The animation is great for its time. The soundtrack
It still holds up. To be honest,
So I'd probably say those movies. I don't even think Ratatouille is better than any one of those. I only think those are interchangeable. You saying, hey, this movie's a 10, this movie's a 10, this movie's a 10, this movie's a 10, they can all be a 10. Up, like, if you're putting Wall-E as a 10, if you're putting Cars as a 10, I don't think Up is just as good as those movies. So you can't have that many 10s when it comes to Pixar. When it comes to DreamWorks, I'm not going to say there's 10s all across the board when it comes to DreamWorks.
What I was going to say is that what I'm sort of seeing when I think about these movies is Pixar's really good at making like 10 out of 10 movies. Based off of my opinion, I mean, they're really good at making 10 out of 10 movies. They don't really have a lot there, but they take their time with it.
Quality over quantity.
Exactly, quality over quantity.
Yeah, that's fair, because DreamWorks has given you
a lot of quantity. Not every single one of them. Can I sit here and say that the majority of these movies are up there and being absolutely fantastic, or can I sit here, or is it more realistic for me to sit here and say that some of them are really bad, but other ones are really, really good and transcendent?
Okay, so I'm curious. There's 30 Pixar movies. I wonder how many good versus. Well, no, it's not fair because DreamWorks makes more movies. So at the end, you might have more good movies in DreamWorks just because of the quantity alone. If we're looking at DreamWorks, right? Trolls. I don't think the Trolls movies are that good. What is the
they
claymation
have really
ones?
good soundtrack though, and that's kind of hard to fight. As long as because like. DreamWorks is, as we mentioned before, really, really good at producing a fantastic soundtrack.
Yeah,
great
Home?
soundtrack. Home, yeah.
With Rihanna.
We got Coldplay with Abominable. Really good. It's on my playlist right now. I mean, I like it.
Captain Underpants. I didn't watch that crap. I read the book when I was in elementary.
I read the books too when I was in elementary school, and because
never
of that,
cared.
I actually did have to read or watch.
You watched the movie?
I liked it. Oh, no, I don't want to say I liked it because it's not.
What
the
did
same
you rate
it? Dude, I wasn't expecting like this. I watched it once. Would I watch it again? Probably not. So it's probably like a 4.2. Man.
Okay. What about Boss Baby?
No, I didn't really like Boss Baby either.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't. I understand that. I didn't like it. I'm sorry.
I think there's like bits and pieces that you can make you chuckle a little bit, but like I don't really care to watch the movie again. Trolls, I'm not a big. I'm not a big fan of all the Trolls movies. Dude, True Colors with Trolls though, with Justin Timberlake and Anna Kendrick. Is that her name?
I
Anna
think
Kendrick?
so. Yeah.
I think it's her. Dude, when he's singing to her and she starts glowing again, tell me it doesn't make your eyes a little tough, a little watery.
It's good, man. It's good.
And then she's there. Bridget is there listening to them like they're coming back on while she's taking them to their death.
This is where it's kind of getting a little hard because we can't sit here and completely omit music as for all DreamWorks movies, considering that Trolls core
Is music.
is based off of music. I mean, it's like you can't really do that.
Sure, but my favorite Trolls song is True Colors. I don't think that's touching Accidentally in Love or Rockstar or
You know better than I.
Better Than I. Yeah, I don't think it's like touching Move It, Madagascar. It's not touching Move It for Madagascar.
Everybody is kung fu fighting.
Yeah, Kung Fu Panda. It's
Kung Fu Panda, really good.
Yeah, see, so then now you Over the Hedge, Flushed Away, B-Movie. What's the one in B-Movie? Here Comes the Sun? that what it's called?
Yeah.
B movie. Monsters vs. Aliens, How to Train Your Dragon, Megamind, for all Megamind fans out there. Will Ferrell, Elite. I'm pretty sure it is DreamWorks. One of the most beautiful animated movies. I'd probably I'm not gonna say that because Spider-Verse, I might be biased. Puss in Boots.
The movie Puss in Boots?
Dude. You don't think so? With death? That movie is
I think most people would sit here and say
gorgeous
that's
to
one of
look
their
at.
one of the better movies. But so what we're doing right now is we're trying to compare DreamWorks versus Pixar. Pixar, we've discussed, has knocked it out of the park almost every single time.
No, I didn't say that. You said that.
We both agree on that.
No, we don't agree on that. I don't think it always hits.
And then there's DreamWorks. So as of right now, we've got Shrek, we've got Spirits, we've got Ants, we've got Madagascar.
Are you just saying like movies that you think are really good? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but there's a lot more because you got to go over the hedge.
Yeah, what would you sit here and say, well, based off the list that you have right there?
What movies are really good?
Yeah, 10
I'm going to give you like 25.
10 out of 10s.
But that's hard because I don't just throw 10 out of 10 out there.
I'm not throwing it out
Shrek 2.
willy-nilly either.
Shrek 2 and Shrek 1, I'd argue, are 10 out of 10s.
Okay.
Both of them.
Okay.
The first How to Train Your Dragon, I'd argue, is a 10 out of 10. Megamind, I'd argue, is a 10 out of 10.
Wow.
Yes. It is hilarious. There's no reason you don't watch that movie. And then them flipping it. The villain having to become the hero because of his mistake.
And then the hero becoming the villain.
More
like under new management.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. Rise of the Guardians.
No. I gotta fight you on that one.
That's a kids' Avengers movie, bro. You're telling me Saint Nick is leading the crew with... Dude, no.
How's that?
Sandman, Easter Bunny, all of them, bro. That was so dope as a kid. And I still enjoy it to this day. Jack Frost going up there in the sky, and when he sees Sandman die and he does that with his staff. Dude, that was so elite. Still to this day, I watch it and I'm like... Yeah, nah, dude. Okay, fine. Maybe I'm just a little hyped because Jack Frost and that whole scene was elite. So, maybe I won't say it's a 10. Cruise is a 10.
Really? It's beautiful. Colors pop great, and then you get that... I forget the person, the band that sings it. I forget what it is, but the main song of it, really good. I mean...
I'm not saying Cruise 2. I think Cruise 2 is terrible. But the first
Cruise...
dude, that's another one of those family movies where it's like adults enjoy it, kids enjoy it, and you cry. And then you kind of see it as more of like a daughter, dad understanding each other. Like, and then, dude, oh my God, that movie makes me cry. Bro, the dad, what's his name?
Nicolas Cage?
Yeah. Oh, yes, but I forgot his name in the movie. Him, what is it? Grug.
Grug.
It's some like caveman name type.
Yeah.
We are vegetarian, dude. When he
bald-headed demon.
When he grabs his entire family and throws them across, he's not even worried about himself. It's just as a dad, he's like, y'all are gonna go to safety first. And all he does is he looks and he sees all of them safe, putting their hands. Oh my God, bro, that movie makes me cry. That movie. There's, as a father, that is your job, and it is unfortunate that there are so many fathers out there that are not willing to either be there or make that sacrifice. And Cruz is all about putting your family first, making that sacrifice as a father, and then it's just, bro.
Kill circle, bro.
Cruz is so great, dude. That's a 10.
But it's a 10 out of 10 for
It's
you?
a 10 out of 10. It is a 10 out of 10. How many 10 out of 10s did I get? Penguins?
It's like 4.
Dude, the Penguins are so elite.
Stop.
The Penguins are so elite.
The Penguins TV show was really fun, but I won't sit here and... Yeah.
Okay, honestly, that's fine. So I'm going to say Prince of Egypt, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. Shrek 2 and Shrek 1, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. Megamind, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. How to Train Your Dragon, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. Croods, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. Based off of I know I'm saying this, but I'm going off of just if you're saying 10 out of 10s for all these, I'm going to give you 10 out of 10 that I think
Just
is for
be honest
DreamWorks.
about it.
Yeah, How to Train Your Dragon, and I think Puss in Boots with Death. I think that is a 10 out of 10 movie.
What's
I'm
that?
counting a little
7,
bit.
8 right there.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
They have quantity. It's true.
It's just and it, honestly, numbers are gonna say it all, right? There's more quantity over here, so you might have more hitters over here versus there's not a lot of quantity over here, but the quality you'd argue is better with Pixar.
Dude, it's probably about even.
Honestly, if I go to
Ratatouille, Cars, Incredibles, Nemo, Monsters Inc., A Bug's Life, Wall-E, I would argue up. But if you fight me on it, then fine. And then of course Coco.
Okay,
All
so
of them, I would say are
so
10
the
out of-
number one that you say from Pixar is Wall-E.
Yeah.
What is the number one that? Okay, then the number one I say from DreamWorks is Shrek 2, which was better.
Wall-E or Shrek 2?
Shrek 2. You're taking too long.
Yeah.
You already know you want to say it.
I'm trying my
You
best
already
to
know
find
you
it.
want
I'm
to say
trying
it.
my best. But being realistic, I mean, what movie have we watched more?
Shrek 2.
It's not even close.
I
Shrek 2 has
still
been watched
hear, I still listen by myself. No kids in the car. I still listen to Accidentally in Love.
more. Yeah, true.
Still to this day.
But no, we can't sit there and give that benefit for something like Shrek. For something like Trolls, I get it. It's a core part of the movie. We can't sit here and put the music of Shrek being better, because not better than Wall-E. 'Cause that's the point. Because Wall-E didn't really have
Music.
nothing that really stands out. in
Well,
regards
I'll
to
mention music of Shrek 2, but even music aside, the movie is still goated.
Mm-hmm.
So I think even if you're there and you're like, okay, let me put the music aside. Because you're right. If you were to say what's better music-wise in DreamWorks, someone might say Trolls. Because it's essentially what it is.
But I think it was meant to be one of the best playlist soundtracks of the
But
entire franchise.
Let's remove the songs then. Shrek 2 is still a better movie than Wall-E.
Yeah, it is. It is, guys. It is, guys.
It's going to be Shrek 2.
I honestly...
Dealing with your in-laws? Oh, dude. I love my in-laws, right? I'm gonna just say I love my in-laws, but that like fractured relationship between a new spouse and their in-laws. It's as old as time. Cruz, he makes fun of it all the time because he's there counting, thinking his mother-in-law is gone, and he's like 6. Yeah. So, anyways. Shrek 2 is just, it's great. It did so many things that were relatable and hilarious. And that Shrek 2 is better than Wall-E. Shrek 2 is the greatest family animated movie. Any movie that we've mentioned now, you tell me what you think is better than Shrek 2. If you have a particular one.
All of them are really good. This isn't an indicator of they're trash and this is the only good one. But Shrek 2 just narrowly beats out everyone that I can possibly think of.
Yeah. And so if I'm looking at it from like a movie perspective, comparing them, I think DreamWorks has the better movie, Shrek 2. I think DreamWorks has the better humor compared to Pixar. I think it has better soundtrack compared to Pixar.
But Pixar has the Pixar Theory, dog.
It's good. It's so like well detailed and thought out that they might not even plan to do that. But like I said, I mean, years later, they're like, hey, we got a world.
Yeah.
We got an interconnected world.
Well, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that DreamWorks or Pixar has the better movies? And what is your favorite of each of them? Please let us know in the comments.
What is your favorite soundtrack, too? I'm curious about what...
Everybody's going to say Trolls. Who wouldn't say Trolls?
I wouldn't say Trolls.
They have music from every generation.
I wouldn't say Trolls. I think Shrek 2, I'd argue, is a better soundtrack than Trolls.
Shrek 2 has 2 songs. Great songs, but 2 songs. Trolls has an entire playlist.
Yeah, but it doesn't...
And new songs. They have like classic songs and new songs.
But that doesn't matter. Just because... Okay, and that's automatically supposed to make me...
Definitionally speaking, objectively speaking, end of discussion. All right, what do you guys...
Oh, dude, the song with Rihanna and Home, when he's like, this isn't music, this is just noise.
What's going on?
Yeah, but that song that's playing, that's better than... I'd rather listen to that over any song from Trolls.
Bull. BS.
I'm dead serious.
Born to Die by Kelly Clarkson?
And she's a Cowboys fan. That's cool. I don't really care.
It's better than that song. Rihanna, I mean, like, kudos to you. Great artist, but Born to Die by Kelly Clarkson, good.
I don't even think that's the best Trolls song. True Colors is the best Trolls song.
There's an argument to be made there.
You think Born
Born to Die.
is arguably the best? I don't think it's even
I
close.
was raised in Texas, man.
I don't even think
Country
it's close.
music.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. But I don't even think that's. I don't think so. One More Time, Daft Punk in the beginning. I think it's better than Born to Die.
Yeah. No, it's not better, but it's fun. It's certainly fun. Regardless. Let us know, what do you think is better, DreamWorks or Pixar, and then what's your favorite movie of each of them?
Man, better humor, better music, better best movie, most beautiful animated movie out of all these is Puss in Boots, and that's on DreamWorks too. So honestly, I didn't have a side in the preference before. I'm gonna lean DreamWorks. What do you think? It kills you to agree with me. If you want to still say Pixar, stay strong. Stay Pixar because stay strong.
Yeah. Pixar. Yeah. They've done less with more. All right. They've done more with
I agree. No.
They've done more with less.
Okay, so you think Pixar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pixar.
Okay. Well, you're
That's
Pixar.
confident, right?
I'm DreamWorks. What do y'all think? Is DreamWorks better? Is Pixar better? What is your particular favorite movie? Is Shrek 2 the greatest animated family movie of all time? Let us know in the comments. Thank you so much for all you do for us. We're very grateful. Continue to subscribe. Continue to do all that you do. And we'll see you next time.
Later, nerds.